Howdy, neighbors. This is Cal Smith of the Texas Troubadours saying welcome to the Esquire Ballroom here in Houston, Texas. And now, how about a nice big hand for our boss and leader from the Grand Ole Opry and Decca Records and the son of the great state of Texas, the Texas Troubadour, Mr. Ernest Tubb.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cal. Thank you, friends. Good to have you all here with us at the good old Esquire Ballroom. I want to say thanks to our good friends Ray and Roy Proske for inviting us back down to good old Houston, Texas to be with y'all. We hope you're going to have a good time tonight. I know you have been enjoying the Texas Troubadours up to here, and I hope you'll enjoy the other things that we have in store for you. Are you having a good time, huh? Well, let's hear from you. We'd like to start off with an old timer here. Let's go back to about 1948 and see if you remember a song that I wrote for all of us fellas called Give Me a Little Old-Fashioned Love. Leon? Give me a little old-fashioned love, the kind that lingers through the years, the kind that's made by God above. Give me a little old-fashioned love. Now you can have the girls with rosy cheeks, the ones that coo like turtle doves. I just want a simple girl that's sweet, so give me a little old-fashioned love. Oh, Leon. Oh, do it pretty, son. Now you can have the girls that dress so nice, from their head down to their little feet. But if you want some real good advice, the old-fashioned girls just can't be beat. So give me a little old-fashioned love, the kind that lingers through the years, the kind that's made by God above. Give me a little old-fashioned love. Oh, buddy, now. Now you can have the girls with worldly ways that's had a dozen so-called love affairs, but they'll never make me their slave. I want a simple girl that's on the square. So give me a little old-fashioned love, the kind that lingers through the years, the kind that's made by God above. Just give me a little old-fashioned love. Give me a little old-fashioned love. I think most of you fellas will agree with me. That makes some real good sense, don't you think? Right now, though, I'd like to introduce a young fella that you've already met around here, of course, that gave me such a nice introduction. Cal Smith, our regular master of ceremonies and rhythm guitar picker. Cal, you done a real good job, but you're not going to get a raise, but thank you anyhow. So let's welcome Cal Smith singing a brand new number entitled Sad Lonely Man That Love Left Behind. That's a heck of a title, but it sounds like a good one. Cal Smith, how about it?
I'm a sad, lonely man who walks in the night. Stopped here at your tavern, it's the last one in sight. I have no destination, I hope you won't mind. I'm a sad, lonely man that love left behind. To me nothing matters, there's no hope left within. The one love I live for is gone with the wind. These tears you see falling, don't blame on the wine. I'm a sad, lonely man that love left behind. My clothes I have tattered, but these lines in my face were put there by heartaches that time won't erase. I can't claim the future, but the past is all mine. I'm a sad, lonely man that love left behind. To me nothing matters, there's no hope left within. The one love I live for is gone with the wind. These tears you see falling, don't blame on the wine. I'm a sad, lonely man that love left behind.
Thank you, Cal Smith. That was all right. That's a mighty pretty song, Cal. Right now, though, we're going to switch over here to our two youngsters on my left, Leon Rhodes on the electric lead guitar, Buddy Charleton on the Showbud steel guitar. An old-time favorite that I know some of you folks will remember. I heard it back in 1938 by Harry Owens. Of course, the boys are going to do a country version of this tune, but I know you'll enjoy it. They have a real good arrangement on one called Cocoanut Grove. Leon Rhodes and Buddy Charleton. that. That's all right. The Cocoanut Grove featuring Buddy Charleton, Leon Rhodes, of course, assisted by all the Texas Troubadours, Cal Smith, Jack Drake, and Jack Greene back there. Right now, though, we have a little song for you that I kind of like. I heard this the first time by a young fella that I believe makes his home out in Bakersfield, California, by the name of Merle Haggard. This youngster sings a great country song, and I especially like this one, and I predict that Merle Haggard is going to be one of the bright stars of the future in the country and western music field. Here's Merle's song that I like so well. I hope you like my version of it, called From Now On, All My Friends Are Gonna Be Strangers. Buddy? Oh, the love you promised would be mine forever, I would have bet my bottom dollar on. Well, it sure turned out to be a short forever. Just once I turned my back and you were gone. From now on, all my friends are gonna be strangers. I'm all through ever trusting anyone. The only thing I can count on now is my fingers. I was a fool believing in you, and now you are gone. Oh, Leon. It amazes me not knowing any better than to think I had a love that would be true. Why I should be taken out heart and feathers to have let myself be taken in by you. From now on, all my friends are gonna be strangers. I'm all through ever trusting anyone. The only thing I can count on now is my fingers. I was a fool believing in you, and now you are gone. Thank you. Thank you very much. And neighbors, our time is just about run out on us here at the Esquire Ballroom for this time in good old Houston, Texas. But we hope to see you again before very long. But right now, Troubadours, we have got to hit the road for Seattle, Washington. And that's a long way to go, I'll tell you. But let's walk the floor just one more time before we leave, huh? I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping.
Howdy, friends. This is Cal Smith once again, speaking for all the Texas Troubadours, saying thanks a lot to all you folks that are with us tonight, and to all of our friends back in Houston, Texas. No matter what you may have thought, we did make it to Seattle on time. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our host, young man who makes our visit possible and who has done so much for country and western music here in the great Northwest. Here is your friend and mine, Mr. Jack Roberts.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Cal. You know, it really is real great to have you and all the rest of the Troubadours with us here in our beautiful Northwest area. And by the way, a million thanks to all you wonderful country and western music fans for being with us tonight on this real special occasion. Right now, I'm mighty proud to present here at the Spanish Castle Ballroom the Texas troubadour himself, Ernest Tubb.
To me, you're just as pretty as a speckled pup. That's why I keep on calling and I can't give up. I'll give you everything I've got from A to Z if you will only throw your pretty love at me. She's got the kind of smile that will turn your damper down. She's got the kind of love that started men to slipping round. Well, I don't think I'm slipping, but I just have to say, for goodness gracious, baby, throw your love my way. Oh, buddy. I know you've got me hanging from a broken limb. I'm like a little duck, I've got to sink or swim. But I could swim the ocean like the Robert E. Lee if you will only throw your pretty love at me. She's got the kind of smile that will turn your damper down. She's got the kind of love that started men to slipping round. Well, I don't think I'm slipping, but I just have to say, for goodness gracious, baby, throw your love my way. Ah, Leon. See, your eyes are gleaming, seems I'm gaining ground. If so, I'm gonna turn this whole world upside down. I'll give my share in heaven and I'll get down on my knees if you will only throw your pretty love at me. She's got the kind of smile that will turn your damper down. She's got the kind of love that started men to slipping round. Well, I don't think I'm slipping, but I just have to say, for goodness gracious, baby, throw your love my way. Thank you. Thank you very much, and I hope that brought back some real good memories to some of you folks here tonight. Right now, though, I'd like to introduce one of our Texas troubadours, an old boy that we kid a lot about his big ears. But regardless of his big ears, this young'un really sings a good song. So from Knoxville, Tennessee, let's welcome our singing drummer, Jack Greene.
Here I go again, love standing at my door. I'm so afraid to take a chance, for I've been hurt before. It's not that I can't love you, your life I'd like to share. But my heart's been broken so many times, it's just afraid to care. Maybe time will ease the pain, and someday I can love again. My heart can't stand a new affair. It's loved and lost so many times, it's just afraid to care. can't stand a new affair. It's loved and lost so many times, it's just afraid to care.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and we're still here at the Spanish Castle Ballroom, good old Seattle, Washington, and you folks are real nice to us. Right now we have another young fella back here that we're mighty proud of, at least I am. The Troubadours are always picking on him, but actually he's our bus driver. He's a good diesel mechanic, a good bus driver, regardless of what the boys say, and a good country music singer. I want you to make him welcome right now, from Horseshoe, North Carolina, our singing bus driver, Johnny Wiggins. Johnny, these people are real nice. Incidentally, while we were down in Houston, our good friend down there, Eddie Nowak, had written a new song, and I liked it very much. First time I'd heard it. And Johnny liked it too. At least I think he liked it because he's been singing it ever since we left Houston. Johnny, do you think you know Eddie Nowak's song now where you could sing it?
I think so, Ernest. If the Troubadours are ready, I'm game to try. A thing called Honeymoon with the Blues.
Wedding bells rang out today, but not for me. They were for somebody else in my old used to be. Had to catch a train, I couldn't stand the news. I'm on a honeymoon with the blues. I thought her invitation was an answer to my note, saying I was sorry for the unkind words I spoke. But it's just a one-way ticket that I can't refuse to a honeymoon with the blues. So roll on, eight-wheel driver, take me far, far away. 1,000 miles or more would be just fine. The blues and I are celebrating our wedding day, and we have no special or particular place in mind. I know that we're not headed for Niagara Falls, but any destination would just lead me to four walls, where I'll spend weary nights wearing out my shoes on my honeymoon with the blues. Never thought I'd take this trip without the girl of my dreams. Shoes and dress are what I had in mind. So Mr. Engineer, won't you turn on the steam, leaving all my dreams away behind. Say, porter, I'd like to order drinks for two. I know that I'm alone, but then that's nothing new. While I'm celebrating, here's a drink for you on my honeymoon with the blues. I'm on a honeymoon with the blues.
Mighty fine, John, my boy, and I'd say that you have learned Honeymoon with the Blues, and you do a real good job on it too. Right now, we'd like to take you back several years and do one of the old-timers that some of you were good enough to ask for. Let's see how many of you remember one called I'm With a Crowd But So Alone. Tonight with another I'm dancing, and we're smiling at the rest of the crowd. But I can't help wondering about you and your new love of whom you're so proud. At night I'm never alone. I'm afraid that I'll weaken and foam, and I'm afraid that you will be gone. I'm with a crowd, but oh so alone. Leon, I still have the picture you gave me. You signed it with love, you'll recall. And the one of me that you wanted, is it now hanging face to the wall? At night I'm never alone. I'm afraid that I'll weaken and foam, and I'm afraid that you will be gone. I'm with a crowd, but oh so alone. As long as I can keep smiling, maybe I can fool the world, don't you see? And perhaps someday I'll forget you and lose this heartache that you left with me. At night I'm never alone. I'm afraid that I'll weaken and foam, and I'm afraid that you will be gone. I'm with a crowd, but oh so alone. And we hate to do this, but friends and neighbors, we have got to head right now for the Lake of the Ozarks way down in the great state of Missouri. You've been real wonderful to us, and we hope to see you again real soon out here in good old Seattle.
Howdy, friends. It's me, Cal Smith, back again, and this time we're greeting you from the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, here at Austin's Nashville Opry Theater. And now it's my pleasant duty to introduce the boss man of the theater, a man that I admire and respect very much, Missouri's own Mr. Austin Wood.
Thank you very much, Cal. Cal, you know how I feel about you and the Texas Troubadours. Some of the greatest people I've ever known. I want to welcome all of you folks here to our auditorium tonight, Austin's Nashville Opry, and here in the state of Missouri, wherever you might be from. And right now, I would like to introduce a gentleman to you that has recorded for Decca Records for over 25 years, also has been on the Grand Ole Opry for 22 years. And let's make him welcome with a great big hand of applause. Here he is, Mr. Ernest Tubb.
Thank you so much, Austin. It's a real pleasure to be here by cracky. All the Troubadours are having a lot of fun. Boys, let's don't do a lot of talking here because we've had some requests for some real old numbers that I haven't done in quite a while. I hope I can remember this first one, Leon, if you'll lead me off on it. I hope you remember it. Precious Little Baby. Baby face and curly hair, ruby lips beyond compare. She's my darling, she's my precious little baby. She's the sweetest thing I know, everybody tells me so. She's my darling, She's my precious little baby. Mighty sweet and so lovely, so easy to hold. Just an arm full of heaven when the nights are so cold. When we're walking hand in hand, she never sees another man. 'Cause she's my darling, she's my precious little baby. Oh, buddy, now. They took an angel's eyes of blue and gave them to my baby too. She's my darling, she's my precious little baby. And when I come home at night, she kisses me just right. She's my darling, she's my precious little baby. Now if I should ever lose her, I just wouldn't want to live. She gives me lots of loving, and she's got so much to give. When I take my baby out, it just makes me want to shout. She's my darling, she's my precious little baby. Very much. In Austin, I can tell you right now, we have a wonderful audience tonight, and I know that you appreciate it, and so do all the Texas Troubadours and myself. And we're going to let the Troubadours sort of display how they appreciate it. We're going to call on Leon Rhodes and Buddy Charleton over there on the twin guitars with an old Bob Wills favorite, I'm sure that you will recall. One called the Big Beaver. Boys, if you are ready. Leon Rhodes and Buddy Charleton with their version of Big Beaver. Well, right now, neighbors, we'd like to feature our lead guitar picker from Dallas, Texas, Leon Rhodes. You know, we were out in Dallas here a while back, and Leon and a good friend of his and ours, Clay Allen, got together and wrote a very pretty ballad. And I'm sure that you're going to enjoy the way Leon sings it. Here he is to sing for you, What Am I Bid? Leon Rhodes.
What am I bid for these two eyes that gazed upon her as a queen reigning on a throne? Once they were happy eyes, now they're sad eyes. Going once, going twice, almost gone. What am I bid for these two lips that kissed her lips? The sweetest kiss these lips have ever known. It's been quite a while since they wore a smile. Going once, going twice, almost gone. And what am I bid for these two arms that once held her and knew the thrill of her charms for so long? So please make me some kind of an offer before all of the value is gone. What will you give for what you see before you? This empty shell is all that I own. Here's the last chance before the bidding is over. Going once, going twice, going gone.
Song there, What Am I Bid? You sing that so good, Leon, I'd even make a bid on that myself, by cracky. Very good, thank you very much. You know, I have mentioned often before that we do get a lot of requests for the old songs, perhaps more than we do for some of the new ones, which is all right with us. Here's one I hope that we can remember. Leon, be raking your brain. This goes way back to about 1943. One called That's When It's Coming Home to You. For the millions of lies that you've told me, and the millions of nights I've waited for you. But you'll find out someday for every wrong you paid, and that's when it's coming home to you. Now you said that you loved me and always would be true, but how could you love me and then keep hurting me the way you do? For the millions of heartaches you've caused me, and the millions of tears I've shed over you. It's all been so unfair, but honey, someday I won't care, and that's when it's coming home to you. Oh, buddy. Leah. It never bothered you to see me sit and cry, but you laughed and said that it's for the best that we say goodbye, for the millions of heartaches you've caused me and the millions of tears I've shed over you. It's all been so unfair, but honey, someday I won't care, and that's when it's coming home to you. And that's when it's coming home to you. Thank you very, very much. You've been real wonderful to us, and we've certainly enjoyed our stay here at Austin's Nashville Opry Theater. But Troubadours, that old time has run out on us. We're going to have to be hitting the road back to Nashville, Tennessee, and the Grand Ole Opry. Thank you again, neighbors, and bye to all of you.
Thank you very much, Ernest Tubb. We've enjoyed having you here at Austin's Nashville Opry this week. And we hope you have a happy return back to the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee. And so we want to say goodbye to you by a great big hand of applause. Ernest Tubb, the Texas Troubadour.